Here's the deal, guys, really quick. I don't have much time. I just wanted to tell you right now that we have new merch live on the website. We got hats, we got sweatshirts, we got sweatpants, we got underwear, we got accessories, we got duffel bags, we got everything that you need. What else do you need? Buy your kids some new school clothes. That's all you need to do. Okay, let's get back to the show.
You know the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? You can't make an enzyme.
Dude, my dumbass fucking almost butchered it because I didn't even get it at first. And I'm like, huh? And then it all clicked.
Unbelievable.
I'm running a little slow today.
That's literally on the exact same wavelength of the difference between a lager and a cider.
Yeah, that's what. When I heard it, I was like, I'm gonna keep that one for the boys.
I like it. I still use that one all the time at work. I've used it multiple times.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that joke is brought to you by.
Yeah, they like it a lot. Yeah, I think they enjoy it.
Well, I mean, you got to tell it again.
Well,
now, obviously.
what's the difference between a lager and a cider?
What's that?
Can't come in a lager.
Welcome
I had
back
the
to
harmonica.
another episode of On Tap with the Boys, presented by Unlimited Masonry. The boys really hooked it up with the desk that we're not using right now, so that's great. You know, we decided we got a little. We don't usually record on Sundays. The vibes were usually not good when we record on Sundays, so we're like, you know what, we're gonna switch it up a little bit, move the whole set out to the living room, and here we are. We're just hanging out. And we got a very hot topic on the agenda for today. And Dalton, why don't you let us know what that is?
It is the 75th anniversary of the Roswell, New Mexico incident.
Roswell.
Which is what? Like, what when you say the Roswell incident, what is the incident?
Aliens, allegedly, a spacecraft of sorts, crash landed in Roswell, New Mexico in like 1940, 30.
You mean the weather balloon?
We'll never know.
Yeah, the weather balloon.
The weather balloon, dude.
Uh-huh.
That's what it was confirmed
That's what
to be.
they say.
The government confirmed it. Are you trying to
Here's the
tell
deal.
me that the government would lie?
Yeah, so
You're really going to say that?
I recently listened to a couple of podcasts that went in depth on this, and one of them, basically the government was like, "Oh no, yeah, we don't know what that was," and then
no.
everyone was freaking,
no.
freaking out about this spacecraft, and then they're like, "Yeah, we don't know what that was," and then they're like, "Just kidding, that was a weather balloon," and then that's like a tactic they use over and over and over. They'll admit to it and then recant it. And it causes confusion, and then it makes people that agreed look crazy, and they add details that are unnecessary, and it confuses people.
Dude. So you want to get in on aliens then this week? Is
I
that
do.
what you're
I
saying
really
right
do.
now?
75 years ago.
I feel like just the whole concept of aliens and everything just blows my mind. As you guys have known, and I've talked about it before, conspiracy theories, I love them. Love everything about them. And just, I love aliens, dude.
Oh.
I love aliens.
Yep.
What do you love about aliens?
The whole concept of more being out there, more than us. Like our whole existence, we've only known ourselves. And that there's a whole nother thing going on.
There's got to be aliens, right?
Oh,
I mean,
there
are we
has
all
to
in
be.
agreement that that's a thing?
Scientifically, there has to be.
You're right?
And aliens is a very broad way of calling them. But just like life on a different planet. Let's just say
Has to
that.
be.
Let's just say that. That
Yeah.
there has to be life on a different planet.
do you guys think they'll look all like weird as fuck, or do you think they'll look human-like?
I mean, I think it's all in perspective. I don't know.
I'm not fully
No.
convinced. I'm not fully convinced that they'll look like us at all. Because if you look at the array of intelligent life here, dolphins, us, chimpanzees,
Like they're all different.
any form of monkey, octopuses, those are all smart fucking animals.
Yes.
Like, so who's to say it's supposed to look like us?
Exactly.
It could be an octopus that's really fucking smart. And you're probably going to find a planet with a lot of water. So,
Or even, we have confirmed evolution is a thing. Even if what if we got killed off by like tigers or some shit, and octopuses got to evolve like another 2,000 years?
more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah.
2 million.
Sorry, that
Details.
was, that was dumb.
Minor
That was dumb.
details. Minor
Another
details.
couple years.
But
and
what if they evolved just one more section? They'd probably
all
be
they're
smarter
missing,
than us.
all they're missing is communication. They don't have a way to communicate with each other.
What about
They don't
Yeah.
talk.
What doesn't talk?
Octopuses.
Oh, you made me ink.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Dude, can you imagine if one day like dolphins evolved overnight? like overnight they grew legs or some shit, and they come out of the ocean and they're ready for fucking blood, dude.
Here's the thing. Dolphins can communicate like really, really good. They can.
yeah.
Have you seen those videos of them like hunting and they'll like, organize like a pack to like wrangle up a shit ton of fish?
Yep, and then the fish they'll powder up the seafloor.
Yeah.
And then they trap the fish, and the fish try to jump out, and then the other dolphins
They're waiting.
They're waiting with their mouths open.
All right, so fuck that then. Fuck octopuses. What if dolphins went one more stage? I mean, they're already damn close.
I think if we were to die off, you'd have something like that take our place.
Yeah,
Dude, I bet they go straight to SeaWorld, fuck shit up there, free the orcas, make friends with them, and then fuck around and see what happens, you know?
Assholes.
Fuck around, find
Like,
out.
honestly, if we could have, like, dolphins living among us, that would be sick, and I would be totally down for it.
man.
Do you think they'd want to share the world with us, or do you think they'd, like, do their own thing?
I bet you dolphins are a lot nicer than we are.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! They're just
No,
they just wanna
dude.
Fuck. They just want to
Fucking
fuck and
They're
have fun.
perverts, bro.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
perverts, and they're like, I don't know. I don't even know what to
Do
say.
you, isn't that the thing? Like dolphins are the only other species that like have sex for pleasure.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
one
and
of
they
them for
knowingly.
sure.
Can I say the R word?
I mean, when you're
They
talking
knowingly
about-
what?
They knowingly sexually assault other dolphins.
They normally
Can I say
knowingly rape dolphins. Like I don't think.
What do you
Jesus
mean? What do you
Christ.
mean they rape? Like well, you're saying like one of them is not willing and they'll like hold it down?
Yes,
or what?
no, bro. They seriously, it's a fact. I saw it on
Really?
Facebook or something. I read an article. No,
Is this
I'm not
Snopes
kidding.
approved? Is
This
this fact checked?
I think it is.
Dolphinsonly.com.
I'm giving it the check. I'm almost 80% positive.
That dolphins rape other dolphins
Yes, dude.
on purpose.
I'll fucking.
I'm gonna
I'll
look it up.
defend
Okay.
this.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
really- I'm gonna-
I'm actually really intrigued by
No,
that
dude, they
because that's
do.
like
I can't wait for you to look it up. And
I,
prove me
I
right.
just can't believe it because like if we could communicate with dolphins, like what do you think the conversations would be like? Because I mean they're pretty smart, obviously. You know,
All right, here-
so like if you could ask a dolphin one thing, what do you think it would be? Like, hey, what tell me about this. What do you think that would be?
What's your favorite sushi roll?
Oh. I'd be like, what do you think of mankind or something like that?
Yeah, okay. You went really smart with that question.
I would want to know what they think of
Props
us.
to that.
You
Yeah.
fuck with water, bro?
Dolphins
Ask me
rape.
something dumb as
Dolphins
fuck.
rape.
Many people say semi-jokingly that in contrast to their cuteness and oh wait, hold on. There's no doubt that sexual okay, hold on, not confirmed yet.
Oh, not
Not
confirmed.
confirmed yet. Sorry.
But I've talked about it before, and I wish I would actually do my research and figure out the names again because it's probably been 2 years or so before I've heard about it. But there's people that actually have sex with dolphins, and dolphins will try to have sex with you when you're in the water with them.
What?
Yeah, there's a guy. He wrote a book about he would go sneak into the zoo. He was a zookeeper, and he'd go fuck this dolphin. And
Like
the
he
dolphin
was
liked it.
sexually involved with the
Yes,
dolphin,
sexually involved with the dolphin.
and the dolphin was cool with it.
Yeah, the dolphin.
It was
liked
all
it.
consensual.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it would like
bro.
come back up to the edge of the tank or wherever.
Yes.
What's the situation at? Is this like a SeaWorld situation, like an aquarium?
That's why I'm saying this was a while ago, but I need to do my research, and there's a movie on it even. I just haven't. I'm
Dude,
just not that
homie
smart.
must have been down bad.
Oh, yeah.
You're
dude.
breaking. Imagine the kind of person you are if you're breaking into like SeaWorld in the middle of the night just to go fuck a dolphin.
All right, here's the deal. I'm going to go here. Have you guys ever had sex in water?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's very, like, enjoyable wise. Like, it's almost. Like,
Painful.
Yeah.
You get that friction.
Yeah. I don't think fucking a dolphin would be
I
very
just
good.
saw-
I disagree.
I just saw a Family Guy bit where Brian was having sex in the shower, and he said, "How does it being wet make it dry?" And I think
Yes.
that is a very accurate term.
I honestly believe that, too.
How does it being wet make it dry? That's makes no sense.
Yeah, I
Have
guess.
you guys ever actually been to SeaWorld before?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know how like they have like the whales and shit slide up on that little part? I'd assume that's how they get it done.
Up onto the flat part.
Yeah, you know how they like slide
Oh
up
my
there?
god.
Dude, that sick pervert had it all planned out.
Oh, like you think he did it up on land?
I think it was like half in the pool, half not.
Like this dolphin was autoerotic asphyxiating itself by sliding out the pool, getting the dirty going, and then slide back in?
I guess I choose to believe that's how he did it. I don't know for a fact.
All right, we got to figure this out. Like, how did okay, aliens.
Yeah, we went on a
Aliens,
tangent.
dude.
Have you-
Wow, we are fucking wild.
I can reel it back in. Have you guys heard of panspermia?
Panspermia?
Panspermia.
Is that
No, I
sperm
haven't.
that
What is
can't
that?
decide its gender?
It's a theory that I believe this is how it goes. Don't correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know anyways.
It's basically a theory that a civilization gets so smart and advanced, and we don't have the ability to travel beyond a certain distance. So we take a small version of ourselves and shoot millions of it out into space,
Mm.
and then that mathematically, one of them or maybe a couple of them might land on a planet that's habitable, and then from there
And it just
happens
grows.
again.
So you think maybe that's how
What
we
are,
started?
because we're so different.
Yes, a guy, my foreman I work with, told me this last week,
It's a colorful, fun theory. But I don't quite believe it, but
saying that we are foreign,
we could be.
that we were transplanted.
But we're so much like apes, so that's weird.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of gets rid of evolution. If
Yeah.
But is
it
there a
would.
chance that like life as a whole ended up here because of that, and that we just happen to be the most
fuck.
advanced out of that?
Damn.
Because they knew mathematically someone would be in charge, and that's us.
It would kind of be like religion, wouldn't it?
What do you
If
mean?
we were
Yeah, it always ends up being sounding like
kind of sounding like that.
yeah, like God shot us out in the universe.
Yeah.
And then, that's how it
It's
always
like,
ends up
boom,
being.
this
It's
is
like we
what
knew without
sticks.
knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
weird.
spaghetti theory. Like you throw a whole handful of noodles at the wall, one of them's gonna stick, kind of thing. You know. The only thing that like really fucks me up about it is like how many species of different, wildly different kind of animals all have like similar bone structures, right?
Yeah.
Like you look at bats and mice, like
You can basically just
boiled
rearrange
down
it.
to its bone groups, like look pretty freaking similar to
Yeah, you can
human
take
bones.
You can take your bone and see it in a bat's wing in your hand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
weird.
what kind of like messes me up about it is like how is it so similar bone structures?
Yeah, it's the same shit.
It's
Just
just
different.
like that blows my mind.
different
Well, maybe
skin.
that's the only like kind of style of bone structure that worked so well that the animals that only had that bone structure survived.
That's what I mean, that's a great point.
You got a bunch of them. You got bugs with exoskeletons.
Yeah.
All that weird shit. They can fall like 1,000,000 feet for them and be fine.
Cockroaches.
Squirrels can
That's
fall
surviving-
from any distance and they will never
That's
fall
not
to
true.
their death.
That is not true.
Any
what
distance?
the fuck?
Their terminal velocity
No.
is not high enough
No.
to. They know how to direct their falls. Mark Rober on YouTube talked about this. They
Well-
do not get hurt from falling.
Now, is it one of us that has a squirrel suicide story, or did I hear this somewhere else?
Not me.
Someone told me that they watched a squirrel jump from limb to limb and it missed, and it smoked its neck on the curb line. Toast.
Well, that's different circumstances.
Oh yeah, what's different than what
suppose.
you just said?
He fell, hit
fucking
terminal
smoked
velocity,
his
did
head
not
on
make
it.
it.
Curb.
You said that a squirrel can fall from any height and they'll live. What's up, bro?
God
Explain.
damn it! Keep going. I'm doing some research. Fuckers.
Do any of you have any unexplained seeing things in the sky?
Oh,
stories?
yeah.
Dude, I actually have a crazy story.
Hit us with it,
I
Sam.
don't know if it's that crazy, but so I used to go to college at Bemidji State, and it's only like 3 fucking turns from my house to Bemidji, so it was long, boring drive. And one day, I'm just ripping home fast as fuck. It's like a Friday night. I go to pass this truck, and the sun is like really in my eyes. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
I go to pass this truck, and all of a sudden I hear like this super loud ringing, and it stung my ear, like it just hurt so bad. And I was like, oh fuck. And I like turned my head away and like pulled back into the lane. 1 second later, a car just rips by. If I would have tried to pass, bro, head on, I would have been toast. But I had that ringing in my ear. It stopped me. Dude, ever since then, I don't know what to believe, bro. Like that was life changing.
Like something told you not to merge. Or
I
try
think
to-
so.
try to
Because if
pass.
I was gonna pass. I had my blinker on. I was already going in the other lane. I heard that ringing. My ear started to sting. Went back. Immediately, a car goes by.
Holy shit!
Damn.
Dude, like I remember. Like, have you guys ever had like a situation where you thought you were gonna die and you're just sitting in your car driving normal? Like, holy
Yes.
fuck, holy fuck, dude! I did that for at least 20 minutes. I was just fucking mind blown.
I don't know that I've ever been that close to anything like that. That's scary.
That's pretty
To like an
wild.
accident. When I was driving one time with my mom, I was maybe like 8 years old, 6 years old, somewhere around there. And we were out in like middle of North Dakota. There's nothing around us but just like random fields. And we're driving down the freeway and we hear this like super loud boom, we felt it.
Yeah.
And then off in the distance, this massive green orb just like, and then nothing. And it just like went away.
When? What?
This was like a long time ago. Like, let's say 2001, 2002.
So are we saying like when you say massive green orb, like an explosion of some sort?
Yeah,
That was
like we
green?
saw like 3/4 of a circle.
Yeah, so it's
Like it was off of the ground almost is kind of what it looked like, but it was like off in the horizon, so you couldn't see what it was.
Are we talking like an
like an
ripple
emerald
wave?
green orb, like a
Damn.
ball, and there was no different in like a gradient of the colors of it.
It wasn't
nothing
moving?
like that. It wasn't moving.
Not like Northern Lights
It's
at
just
all?
like-
Or?
So you're telling
and
me
then it went away. But it took maybe like 30 seconds ish to go away.
I don't know, bro. You're telling me you saw the craziest shit I've ever heard in my whole life, and you're just telling the story now?
No, I've told it before.
He's got a lot of weird ass stories
Like-
that he just.
Yeah.
That's
Covers up there.
insane. Did you get a picture?
Dog, it's
2001.
2001.
Yeah, the future didn't
Dog,
start until
phones didn't
2004.
even have cameras
Hey,
at this
but
point.
they had cameras back in those days. I know you had.
Dude,
one.
we were
Yeah, you had to
we were
wind 'em up.
we were
Not
still
like that.
developing.
You probably
footage at
had
this
your
point.
little fucking Canon or some shit.
Dude, the
Kodak.
future did not start until 2004.
I'm telling you,
I mean,
Backstreet
fuck.
Boys changed the game.
Sam,
bro.
were you even born yet?
Yeah, dude, I was born in '99, baby.
Oh, you're two.
Reppin'. I'm a '90s baby.
90s.
'90s
yeah.
kid, dude.
90s, baby.
Fuck around and find out, dude.
I personally have never seen any type of like unidentified flying object or anything like that.
I honestly spend a pretty decent amount of time, like, since listening to certain podcasts, they always say, you know, you just need to look up more. And I've spent a decent amount of time trying to see something.
There was one
Yeah, I've never
moment.
seen anything.
There was one moment where I thought, "Holy shit, this is the end of times," and it was when I was at home alone. Abby was out at the bar at the cricket, and she calls me. She's like, "Have you looked outside?" I'm like, "No." It's like 10 o'clock. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I go walking outside. She's like, I was like, "What?" She's like, "Look up." And there's just a line. I think
A line
all
of
you guys
dots.
were there.
Yeah, we
There's
were all
a
there.
line of them things.
We were at the cricket.
So
And I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck is
Yeah.
that? They're here."
it
And
actually
ends
turned out
up
to be
being-
Starlink.
It was Elon.
Oh, dude, I've seen Starlink. That shit fucking.
But he
freaks
had
me
just
out.
launched
it was
them.
like 200 in a row.
Yeah, just
yeah,
I
they're
was like,
all moving at the same exact pace, all the same distance from each
Equally
other,
spaced.
going from basically as far as you could see one way to as far as you could see the other way, just lining the entire sky.
Dude, for
and
like-
it was like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
It
for
was
about
fucking
10 minutes
creepy.
before I Googled anything, I was like, wow, this is official.
Yeah.
It
It's pretty
tripped
wild.
me out. We're
Yeah.
standing outside of the cricket. We're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We're all freaking out.
goods, boys.
What do you guys think of that? Sorry. What do you guys think of that Tic Tac bullshit?
What's
Oh,
the
like-
tic tac? Oh, like the spacecraft and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. You ever listen to that episode of Joe Rogan when they had that
Yeah,
guy
what
on,
was the
Bob
guy's-
Lazar?
Yeah. Well, they had the pilot of one of those videos.
Yeah, right. Talking about this little thing that they don't know what it was. It was moving like without gravity.
I think Bob Lazar could be a plant.
could be a plant.
Sorry, that sounds funny.
Oh, I thought you meant like literally. He's like a fern.
yeah. Like, I don't think he's a real person. It's a plant.
He's got a lot of fiber. I can tell.
that does sound.
At first, he
guy
really
just
caught me
looks
off.
like
I
a-
think he might be planted.
Oh,
Because listen, hear me out.
Okay,
listening
okay,
to the
okay.
podcast I was listening to, the misdirection and the misinformation that they use this is proven. They know that they do this because they've admitted to it. They will come in and they will tell a half truth.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, "Tyler, my name's Dalton," and then I'll be like, "I grew up in Russia," and blah blah, and give a bunch of wacky, crazy information. I have a third leg that's attached to my hip. A bunch of random shit.
Yeah, you do.
And then you're gonna be like, and then you would go and be like, "Guys, you're never gonna believe all this," and you give all this information, and all of a sudden you're gonna be like, "Oh, that kind of sounds crazy," and then everyone's gonna be like, "This motherfucker's crazy," but inside
Right.
there's a small thing of truth.
That one thing of this massive
Yeah.
array. And then when it comes out, they could be like, well, we told you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
for Roswell, the government did this to a guy, and he ended up committing suicide because he went so crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Because they fed into him. They're like, hey, man. So basically this guy was listening to the airwaves and heard some shit he was not supposed to hear. And they didn't want him to know that it was secret, like, testing stuff, like, for military stuff. So they said he thought it was aliens. So they just fed into it. They're like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we are hearing aliens. Why don't you go ahead and keep listening? Let us know what you hear and what you're hearing, right? And they give him, as they do this, they're like, we're going to set you up with some equipment while they fuck with his shit so he can't hear them anymore.
Okay.
And then they give him, like, this secret airwave thing that just is a bunch of gibberish bullshit. And they broadcast some shit to make, he basically lost his mind because of them.
Because he...
No one believed him.
Damn.
He sat there and went off and off and off. And then eventually, years later, he ends up killing himself because he was so fucking whacked out.
So I was reading this thing too that was talking about how like when you're working on like top secret operations like the Bob Lazar deal, they purposely will feed you wrong information so that when things leak, they know who
Where
leaked
it came from.
Oh,
because
that's smart.
like they're telling false things to everyone, but only the same false or only one false thing to you.
Yeah.
That in particular, if it gets out, they know that you're the one out there
that detail.
telling everyone. So then they're like, okay, this guy needs to be.
So that's my
cut
thought.
off, whatever.
Either maybe Bob Lazar is one of these guys who is given a bunch of half truths, or Bob Lazar is working for them to fuck with us.
Because he'd be dead by now. Like, even if, like, do say,
they could
like...
kill
But
anyone.
that's what
They
you.
could fucking
That
kill
also feeds into the whole
Right.
ideology of like, well, why wouldn't they kill him? It's not real. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then it's like, okay.
Oh, fuck.
So you get into like that whole bag of worms,
Dude, and they play dirty pool, man. They're playing fucking chess on a big ass board compared to us over here playing checkers.
Wow.
It's
You-
pretty fucking crazy.
You guys think the frogs are gay?
They're turning the frogs gay.
The frogs are gay. The government put chemicals in the water.
I'm kind of fucking retarded.
That's actually one of the craziest conspiracy theories, and I choose to believe it because
oh no,
It's hilarious.
No, you know what he meant?
no, I just thought he meant
There's-
the frogs were actually
No,
gay.
100%. This is real. There's chemicals, herbicides and stuff. This is proven. I've learned this outside of fucking Alex Jones. There's the herbicides and shit. Feminize frogs. They make frogs like
Gay.
female. Yeah, basically.
They're like
They fuck
they
with
like
the-
get rid of the genitalia.
They fuck
basically.
with the male anatomy of frogs for real. And then you start getting frogs with like arms like coming out of their head and shit. Yeah, for real.
Jesus
Really?
Christ, dude.
Yeah, that's real. That's what he meant. So there's a
So
seed of truth
he
in
was
what Alex
going.
Jones
He
said.
was going for a little bit of shock factor.
I think
there.
so. They're turning the frogs gay.
Dude, it works,
But
bro.
that's the thing with all of Alex Jones' shit too. Is like a lot of what he says just sounds so out of pocket, like what
Yeah.
you were just talking about,
Yeah.
that it doesn't seem real.
But then if you Google it, you're gonna be like, oh shit, this is what he meant. Like, yeah, it is turning the frogs gay, man.
I need to start listening to more Rogan, honestly.
Yeah,
I haven't
it's-
really
it's good shit.
I'm really
consumed any
picky
of
and
this stuff.
choosy on Rogan, but
Yeah.
you'll run into some fucking banger interviews.
I usually listen no matter what. Doesn't mean I enjoy it.
Yeah, I've...
And you
I
gotta
haven't
sit
listened
through
to
the
it in a long
whole
ass time.
thing, dude. No cutting corners. You got
Really?
Yeah.
the whole 3.5 hours.
I got a lot of time on the mower, so it helps.
Dude, I have no time to listen to podcasts anymore. I feel like I haven't really listened to podcasts in a while.
Don't listen to this one.
No, fuck. Definitely wouldn't do that.
What's like your favorite genre of pod to listen to when you're out there, like when you got the real amount of time and you're like, hey, I'm just gonna, let's say, long road trip.
Honestly,
You
conspiracy
get sick of
theories
music.
are true crime.
Really?
Conspiracy theories are true crime.
Are you into podcasts?
Yeah,
could
podcast
do
series
the
are
Crime
fucking
Junkies
incredible.
Unexplained mysteries and conspiracy theories by podcasts.
I've
probably
been
too
getting
fast.
into those like podcast movie style things.
Yeah, where it's like descriptive.
Yes,
Oh,
a book. Real,
American Skyjacker.
Yes, dude.
Oh,
American
that was
Skyjacker.
good.
Yeah, that
I'll
was
show
good.
you an
It's a
American
good podcast.
Skyjacker.
Yeah, I just listened to The Hostage or something. It was like a old drug kingpin that held up a prison for freaking held a bunch of people hostage.
Real
for
story?
The longest time. Yeah.
Oh,
really
shit.
good.
Damn.
Yeah. The Syndicate, a bunch of guys that started a drug smuggling ring from Colorado to Minnesota. Highly recommend it. That one is wild. This dude was flying like 1,000 pounds of weed back and forth from Colorado to Minnesota.
Damn.
Yeah. And they got busted and like none of them really got in much trouble.
Really?
It's fucking wild.
That American Skyjacker one blew my mind
Oh,
because like
that's
I'm like
crazy.
listening to it so closely the entire time, talking about like this, like in the 70s, it blew my mind that like hijacking planes
a lot.
was so common.
There was a
and
lot.
anyone could do it, you know? It's crazy going from like now you go to an airport and it's like the tightest security out of anywhere that you can possibly go.
Yeah, it was like a way to get money back in then. Like robbing a bank. You fucking hijack a plane.
And then you just disappear
Yeah.
and no one can find you.
Yeah.
100%.
Change your look, change your name, call it a day.
It's crazy.
DB
Now,
Cooper,
like,
man.
how can you do that?
What do you think happened to him?
DB Cooper.
I think he died.
Yeah, probably.
He died.
I think he died.
It's too. There's how.
I
do
think
these
he
stories not get
fucking
solved?
went out probably cooler than anybody has ever gone out though. That is a dope ass story, but I think he fucked up.
Is
on
he
the way
real?
down.
I
Is
thought
he
that
real?
was. I thought this was like a fake name, a pseudonym.
It was a pseudonym. He used
Like
it.
they never knew his actual name.
He wrote that down on the flight log.
Mm.
DB Cooper, and then he jumped out the plane halfway at some point because no one saw him jump.
Well, that's like American Skyjacker.
You know,
They kind of did that on there too.
that's
And
probably where they got it.
Yeah. No, that was a true story.
That's
too.
a true story.
No, I'm saying
yeah.
that's probably where those guys got
Oh
it.
yeah.
They were like,
probably.
"Oh, DB Cooper, I can
Yep.
do that."
Yeah, they parachuted out in the middle of like Kansas or some shit and fucking
Do you,
hitchhiked.
do you guys think if you were on? Okay, 1 second. First of all, I saw my first ever hitchhiker the other day, dude, and
Saw
I
you
wanted.
first?
Yeah, the first time I ever like saw one that I could pick up, and it was right by my house.
Pick up.
And I thought of Tyler. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll like make a fucking memory. I'll pick this dude up.
Oh no.
I get a little closer, dude. He's shirtless, greasy as fuck, and he's got his dog. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep passing. But where I was going with that is, you know that one of the flights that was hijacked for 9/11 that the passengers tried to take over, and then it ended up like going into the ground or whatever.
Pennsylvania Field. Yep.
Pennsylvania?
I feel like if the four of us were on there, we could have handled it.
Oof. That's a controversial statement.
We would have had Mark Wahlberg. Oh wait,
No,
no,
that was a different
he
flight.
wasn't on there. But if we had Mark Wahlberg, we'd be set. But I think personally, if there's like a couple hijackers, myself, and maybe one more dude, I think I could pretty much handle anything.
If it was us four, Seth MacFarlane, Mark Wahlberg, we would have.
Oh,
Because
Oh,
wasn't
done
Seth
deal.
MacFarlane supposed to be on there too?
yeah. He was
Done
supposed to be.
fucking deal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be worried. I would tell everyone, hey,
No,
Relax.
honestly, I'm not gonna say that. That was that's a very touchy subject.
They are
I feel like,
American
but
heroes, sir.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah, they tried.
They did try. Do you think we could have landed the thing or what?
I think
Yes.
they succeeded.
yeah, I mean,
especially
they did.
nowadays, we've
That thing was
played
over the
enough
White House.
games where we fly airplanes, and I know this sounds insane, but it's got to be somewhat similar.
There's a person that fucking landed one of those little planes. Whatever, his pilot fucking passed out. He landed the plane with the direction of the air traffic control.
Damn.
Dude, I just watched the new Top Gun movie last weekend.
Dude,
Oh, so now you're all in on the.
I haven't.
I
seen
was-
it
You're
yet.
all in on being a fighter pilot.
I was pretty convinced that if I had one of them joysticks, I could pretty much do whatever.
You could go inverted.
I think I could.
What the fuck was that?
No,
That's from
dude,
the first
have you
episode,
seen the
isn't it?
movie or what, bro?
I haven't seen the second one,
I haven't even seen the first one.
dude. You haven't
Because
seen
Tom
the first
Cruise is trash.
one? Are
I've
you
never seen either
fucking
one of
with
them.
me?
He's fucking
No
garbage.
fucking way, bro.
Fuck that Scientologist.
Okay.
And I was gonna make you my goose, but fuck that.
Dude.
Dude, I'll goose you.
Never
you fuck.
seen him.
Goose is dead, so you can make him your goose.
Yeah, you are goose.
So
Fuck you.
I've heard that this, like Top Gun, is better than the original, and it's like one of the best movies ever created.
Did you know
There's
that-
so much hype around this fucking
Okay,
movie.
so here's my take on it.
Yeah.
So it's funny that I was giving Cody shit because I didn't watch the first one until about 2 weeks ago. So I watched the first one. A week later, watched the second one. So I have no nostalgia. You know, I watched them both within a week. First one definitely better. Second one was great.
Yeah.
But the first one, like, 10 times better in my book.
Why is that?
I just see you guys you haven't seen fucking either of them. He hasn't
Yeah.
seen the
I haven't seen the
newest
new
one. But
Don't spoil it for me,
the first one,
because I'll never watch it.
Are you really are never gonna watch it? Come on, like as an
It's
American,
too mainstream.
As a fucking American, I think you have to. Dude, you're gonna get flack from this episode.
Dude, I've never seen either of them, and I don't care. 100%. I'm actually anti.
I mean,
not
here's the
like
thing. I care. I'm not a big movie guy,
and I'm not an old
and I'm not an
movie guy.
old movie guy. And we had it. I know we had it as a kid. I saw it that we had the VHS of it back in the day. Like I had the first one. I know.
Yeah.
I just never watched it, and I don't know why. I would not be opposed to doing it, but now that everyone says it's cool, I'm off it. I'm not
you're
watching.
just,
it.
like, too cool for
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
I can get
I'll
behind
watch
you
it.
on
I
that,
just-
bro.
Did you know that they broke the law making that movie?
Good.
How?
Their license was up. They had no right to release that movie in that name, and the license was up. So the family's suing them, and they're probably gonna fucking win that.
Dang.
Paramount's gonna get their fucking butt whooped.
They're a little
It was up. It was up.
They
in
don't
2020.
barely have any money to do the lawsuit.
It was
probably.
up in 2020.
This might put them belly up.
They might lose their profits.
Yeah, because I think they've been trying to film it for years, and then COVID fucked them up even
That's
more.
not the family's
and-
fault. They own the rights
Fuck
to
it,
that
dude,
book.
I hope they get their bag.
Fuck yeah, they better.
Yeah,
The
honestly,
family, yeah.
I think the guy-
Paramount owns like everything.
Fuck Paramount, bro. They've got a million fucking movies that are absolute bangers.
That's the plus I
They
don't
got
have.
3 million that are shit.
That's the only
Yeah,
plus that
they
I don't
do
have.
have some fucking
3
shitty
million
ones.
bad movies.
At least.
Do any of you guys have Paramount Plus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a fucking weirdo. I got them all.
I don't pay for it, but I have
Dude,
access
I
to it.
only have Hulu. That is the only streaming service I have, and I'm getting sick of it.
I got a bunch through Verizon. I got
Oh,
Hulu,
yeah.
Hulu, ESPN Plus. I had Discovery Plus. No, I still do. I still have that. What else?
Everything.
Get another one.
HBO Max.
Bro, HBO Max, fucking Peacock, Stars.
Crackle?
I don't have that one. That one's
I think
lame.
Crackle's free.
Here's the deal. I'm big on the Peacock streaming service now because I'm a massive Yellowstone fan now.
Yes, sir, dude. I've been trying to get you to watch that forever.
You can't be because Yellowstone's on Paramount Plus.
No, seasons 1 through 4 is on Peacock, and that's where I'm watching it right now. And now that I'm a big Yellowstone guy, I would say that I personally identify with one of the main characters very heavily.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's all go over who we think. Oh, you haven't
I have
seen
never
it.
Never
seen
saw it.
a
All right,
single
I can
episode.
definitely. I know who Tyler is.
I have not gotten into a TV show in probably 2 years, and I'm missing out.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not a TV show guy. I'm not even a movie guy. I rarely watch TV other than just like putting on like Bob's Burgers, Family
Yeah,
Guy
going
before I
to
go to
sleep.
bed.
Family Guy, yeah.
So like, for me to get into a show, it's got to be good. And Yellowstone is phenomenal about like hooking you, leave you on big cliffhangers, good storyline, good writing. So yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I think I'm just gonna throw this out there. I think I'm like Casey Dutton. Sam.
Dude, he told me this the other day, and I laughed in his fucking face, bro.
I have no clue.
He is obviously Jamie Dutton. Anyone that's ever watched the show,
Bullshit.
they know.
Do some explanations.
And anybody
here.
that knows me and he has seen the show would obviously know I'm John.
Explain these
I give
characters.
off major John Dutton vibes, dude.
All right, explain these characters.
Who-
I have no fucking clue what
I
this
think
means.
it makes it kind of funnier that Tyler has no idea.
I have
who
no
we're talking
clue what's
about.
going on, and
I
I
don't
feel like
either.
there's some viewers too that
All right.
don't like.
No,
what does
if
this
you don't
mean?
know what Yellowstone is, turn this
Just-
off. We
just
don't even
go.
want you.
Just go look at it. Just go
Fucking
watch it.
John, you think you're fucking Kevin Costner,
yes,
bitch?
sir. Dude,
But his role in the show is like he's the G.
The
He's-
badass.
He
Of course
doesn't
he is.
sweat nothing.
cool guy.
He's-
You don't produce the show and not make yourself a
Everyone
badass.
relies on him.
Right. So who do you think that Tyler is?
I think Tyler's Rip.
What?
I was
No.
I was
No,
gonna
that's
say
good,
Oh,
bro.
it's good. Yeah.
Rip is sick,
I'm Rip,
dude.
I was gonna say that Tyler's more of like a Jimmy.
yes,
it's Jimmy.
dude.
Oh, wait.
Fuck that. Give it. He's definitely Jimmy,
All
bro.
right, let's look him up. I'll look him up.
Or Dalton kind of gives me Lloyd vibes.
Dude, I'll fuck you up.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's good. That's
Jimmy's
a
fucking
compliment.
dorky looking dude.
Yeah. He is a
He's
dork.
a dumbass.
All right, what,
He always
who
fucks
do you
up.
think I am here?
Lloyd.
Fucking Lloyd.
Lloyd
Christmas?
Yellowstone.
Lloyd
And I'm not
Christmas.
basing this off of what he looks like. That's for sure.
Captain Lloyd Yellowstone. What the fuck?
Lloyd's
He's the
sick,
OG.
dude.
He's like one of the oldest dudes that have been there.
He
forever.
looks like he
Hot
drives
take,
a
though.
Dodge Ram.
Dalton
does.
kind of looks a lot like Casey.
Yeah, he
I
does.
just looked that up.
It's KAYCE.
I know.
Casey Anthony.
It's
Hey,
Casey Dutton.
dude, that was actually the first ever court case I ever remember
Dude,
paying attention
The
to.
Casey Anthony shit is
All
fucking
right,
insane.
I'll give you that. I don't look that much like him. I look more like Thomas Rhett than this fella, but yeah.
I don't think we're going off of looks, but more personality, right?
No. I said I do think he looks like.
Oh.
He said
Casey,
looks.
Oh, okay.
because you obviously don't look like. Rick
I'm thinking
or
about changing
Jimmy.
my facial hair actually up because I identify so much like Casey that I think that I should look more like him.
I told
Yeah,
you
you
earlier.
must
And I'm gonna get a cowboy hat. And
Oh god. You
after watching the show, it's never made me want more land in my entire life.
Oh,
I just
everybody
want
needs
to
land.
accumulate land now. I'm just a big land guy.
I
You know
I
what?
would get behind that decision. You should do it.
You know what sucks? I know. Well, we all know a guy that lives out in Wyoming.
Yep.
He moved out there before, and I bet you people think he moved out there because of that fucking show.
Maybe.
No, he moved out there.
He's not a
because he
rancher, though.
Loves snowmobiling.
If he's a rancher, I'd say yes. But here's the thing. I'm thinking about picking up a couple head of cattle and
oh, dude.
getting some cattle dogs.
See, that's where you lost.
Pheasants
I'll
are
help you.
just like cattle, dude.
I got your back, Cody. We can have our own ranch. I could
It
see
could be
a
a
lot of
dude ranch.
potential in
Yeah,
this.
Ram Ranch. 15 naked dudes, Ram Ranch.
Dude, call it Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley. If you were able to buy a ranch and run a ranch, what would you name it?
Oof, that's tough. I'm a bad namer.
I got this.
I think I'd probably just keep it simple, and I'd do something like the Sam is Dope Ranch or something. I would definitely
simple.
Very
want
on
my
brand.
name in it. I want people to
Yep,
know it's mine for sure. I want
The
to
Christ
have,
Camp?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would just change my name to Dutton because I'm pretty stuck on John.
What's the name of the ranch on the show?
Yellowstone.
Oh.
The Yellowstone Ranch.
Oh.
Weird. Original. Take the
It
name of
was
a
it-
fucking park.
Well, it's about the ranch. That's why.
Oh, okay.
You know, and it's like
Here's what I name mine.
right off the side of Yellowstone National Park.
I would name mine Don't Forget the.
Ranch. Don't forget the ranch.
Hey.
Here's the thing, the craziest dynamic of this whole entire show, right? Like all the guys that have like seen some shit or like done some crazy shit and like basically they can't leave. They have to be like branded with the Yellowstone brand that they like put on all the cattle.
Okay.
And that's the mark of like you're here. Like you
And you're
can't
not leaving. So it's a cult.
You basically can't leave. Like the guys that try to leave, they kill them.
It's a
Boyd,
cult.
take him to the train station.
That's what that means?
I've seen
Yes,
that.
sir.
Places.
Take him to the train
My
station.
dad was cutting out signs that said "Take him to the train station" when that shit. When,
Cody, you
like,
know what that
a year
means,
ago.
don't you?
It means kill them. They're taking them to the long black train.
It's like taking your dog to
That's
the
what he
farm up
says.
north.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had. You guys ever have one of those like? So when I was a kid, my cat fucking disappeared, and my parents were like, "What? Your cat's gone? Oh my god, I didn't notice."
Oh my god.
Years go by. Oh yeah, we just dropped her off on the side of the road. I was like, "Thanks for crushing
Wow.
my fucking memories of my
Well,
poor little pumpkin."
Honestly,
Dropped her
it's
off on
probably
the side of
better.
the road.
Probably
Dude,
better.
yeah,
for you.
my dad's a fucking sick fuck.
Join the club.
He's fucking. Dude, also we had a
My dad did that with me, dude.
heavy.
Kept the fucking cat.
Hard take.
Just drop me off on the side of the road.
So I actually had a dog
We're laughing
that
here.
got attacked by a group of coyotes. Swear to God, dude. And
Cap.
my parents told me that this dog got ran over, and for years I had
Cap.
no idea. Dude, I'm telling you, it was a bloodbath, brother.
So were you just?
it was in the winter too.
Oh,
I wondered why there was blood. Too stupid to put two and two together, but
So how did you come to the conclusion that it was a coyote and it wasn't a
because
car?
my fucking dad told me, bro, it was in the snow and there were prints all over the dead body. I mean, it could have been a pack of dogs. I don't know. It was a pack of something.
What if your
fucking
dog got
coyotes, dude.
killed though?
Maybe it was
and
a
the
pack of
coyote
gum.
came and ate
Pack
it
of
after?
derm?
Like the coyote got
So
hit
you're
by a car.
saying you think that our poor little fucking Shih Tzu was walking in the middle of our yard and just tipped over and died?
no. Fuck. It might have been a pack of cigarettes. I heard they kill more things than like anything out there, honestly.
Dude, at the time, my dad did smoke darts heavily, so that's very possible that second hand could have hit it.
If it was a pack of something, honestly, pack of cigs, that's like 80% of deaths or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
Right
my
now?
dad was ripping them Marb Reds, dude, so that could have killed the whole
The
family.
cowboy killers.
Cowboy killers, dude.
2 packs a day.
Really?
Cowboy.
Unreal. You guys ever had to like put a dog down?
Yeah, I have.
You did it yourself?
I have killed 2 dogs.
Oof.
Why'd you have to say it like that? I asked you if you put them down.
I'm really.
Cancel.
I took him to
I
the pound.
they weren't mine. People would bring dogs and to our farm. That's why like I've buried multiple dogs on it. When I was a child, I was really desensitized to pets.
Yeah, you
My
told us about
whole
that
life
fucking
growing
cow.
up. Yeah, there's been I remember one day I had to dig a hole for my cousins to come over and dig their dog. That one's still bury their dog behind the shed. And then another time, a family friend's dog had cancer, and it had this massive tumor on it, and I had to put it down. Fuck, that was actually traumatizing. I felt fucking weird about that one.
Let's talk about it. Let's get.
Do we want to talk?
Let's get deep. Let's
I
cry.
into it.
I shot it in the head.
From the front or the back?
Dude,
In the front.
I've seen my
Damn,
dad.
that's kind of
I've
fucking
seen
savage.
Yeah.
that with my own eyes. That's some crazy shit.
I thought you're supposed to shoot them from behind, like at the back of the neck, like where their head meets their spine. Because
I don't think he was giving a
Then I don't
rundown.
feel that.
I think I was 14.
Damn. And they're just like,
No,
hey,
I didn't go on Google and
they're
search
like,
up how
hey,
to kill a dog.
you got to be the one to do this.
I didn't
Like,
know.
why were you the
Jesus.
one to have to do that?
I think I volunteered, honestly. I'm not gonna put that.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna put that on.
Oh
my
my
parents.
God.
I'm not gonna put that on my parents or nothing. I think that was. I said I'd do it.
With excitement.
Tyler wakes up on a Sunday morning and they're trying to figure out who's gonna do it, and he's like, "Tag me in, coach.
Yeah.
This is my time to shine."
You know, it's sorry.
It made me realize who I am more as a person. I feel like though, like it was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that felt
This
bad.
Felt really.
Yeah, so that
really
you're
bad.
okay. You're safe.
Like it was bad.
I think.
Yeah.
It sounds real bad, but I think you were doing the dog a favor from what it sounds
Oh,
like.
I was for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of it's kind of a hot take though for some people, because like I'm in the same headspace as Tyler, to where if a pet needs to go down, you know, you take care of it. You don't bring them to the vet. Like
No.
if it's the animal's time to go, it's their time to go. And I think it's the most humane way to, you know, do it, like he just said.
Yeah.
Some people, especially women, bro, they look at you like you're the fucking devil if you say
Yeah.
that.
Well, here's the deal. You sign up for that, so you get this dog, and I'm dreading the fucking day when
Yeah.
I have to do this to my dog.
Yep.
But you sign up for it, and you owe it to that dog because you don't deserve it in the first fucking place. Let's get real. We don't deserve dogs.
No.
They're way too fucking cool. But when the time comes, you got to make the call. They can't make it themselves. And some people, I've seen people drag dogs along that should not be. That dog does not want. If you
I feel like
commit
that's
suicide-
more often than not.
Oh, it's horrible.
That people do that. Like,
he's
you see
fine.
some of these dogs. Like my grandparents had this dog that it was a poodle that ended up being like 25.
Jesus Christ,
And
dude.
I mean, poodles just like live for a long time. It was a smaller dog.
Fucker almost outlived me.
It was only like up to like your mid shin maybe.
Yeah, small
But
dog.
the thing at the end of its life, blind, deaf, it would freak out
Barely
when
get
I would
up.
come over there as a kid, because we, as kids, we'd be like running around the house and these like vibrations would freak the dog out.
Yeah.
We just thought this dog was just mean, like ruthless, like a killer, because he would only feel the vibrations and then would just like try to attack whatever
he
was
didn't
going
know
on.
what was going on.
So he would always like chase us and try and bite us, and he'd freak out. But
Better
he couldn't see, he couldn't hear. All he was going off was just like the feeling of the floor shaking.
Yeah.
And then like something's trying to attack me, I gotta kill it.
Yeah.
Like total instinct mode.
What a traumatizing way to live for that dog.
Honestly,
All he
yeah,
could
and
probably
that's
do
what
is
I just
smell.
think about when you just were saying that. Like, what's the quality of life for a dog
right.
like that?
You got to make that call. I had a customer. I was in their house doing cable when I lived up in Duluth.
Cable guy.
And they had this whole room dedicated to these fucking dogs. They had show dachshunds. So they had show dogs that were dachshunds. And
That's a wiener dog, correct?
yes. And they just have all these medals and all these pictures from back in the day. And then I look on the floor, and in this little doggy bed is a shell of a fucking dog. Its eyes are, glossed over. It's blind. It's just laying there. All these other dogs are playing. This fucker has a blanket on it. It's like barely alive. It's
Weird.
gray, ratted hair. It's skin and bones. It tries to stand up. Its back legs do not work. He brings it outside when I'm out there. It's trying to take a shit, dude. It was just horrible. I was sitting there. I almost wanted to yell at the fucker. Like, hey, bro. Like, do this thing a fucking favor.
Yeah.
It was just disgusting. Like, it looked like it was trying to take a shit, and it looked like it hurt. It was just horrible. Like, his back was breaking trying
I
to
suppose you're just attached to these animals.
That's
that
so
you love
selfish.
them and you can't.
So
yeah.
selfish.
I guess. Well, like dialing her back a little bit. My whole life growing up, I was desensitized to animals, and I always told myself that if a dog had to go to a vet or something, I'm not going to get that bill.
Oh, you
gonna
would.
put it down. And that was before I ever experienced dogs.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 dogs, and dude, I would have put myself into fucking debt for those.
Oh,
things.
absolutely. When I went and got my dog, so I went to this farm and I had one picked out. It was a brown one, and so I walk up to the litter and I grab the brown and white one that I wanted, and I was like, I should just grab. I'd read online like, hey, grab another one and just compare them, right? So I grabbed this other fucking one, black and white one, and I set them both down on my feet. The fucking brown one just takes off, doesn't give a fuck, and the black one just sits there between my legs and fucking curls her head back and looks at me, and I was like, fuck, you just persuaded me. Pick her up, driving home with her. That was Pixel.
Really?
Yep. And then like 2 months later, her whole leg didn't work for like a month straight. And I was like, I'm about to fork over thousands of dollars to get this dog's leg lopped off because I'm a fucking sucker.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look at Taylor and I. We got a cat.
Yeah. Oh,
got a
fuck.
cat that its
thing.
eye was like ruptured and it ended up getting infected, I'm sorry, it had like some sort of a cut on its eye, ended up getting infected, ended up rupturing. We had to get it like actually removed, like surgically removed at the vet. So like our cat's only got one eye, and I think
And that was
I want to say like $500, $600, $700 somewhere in there that we got into this supposedly free cat.
and that was because that thing was as a kitten. Its eye was fucked up, right?
Yeah,
You got it with the eye messed up. Right?
the eye was messed up, but it wasn't, so
But-
messed up that it had to be taken out at that point.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too. We were reading online that like some sort of infection internally in cats can cause their eyes to mess up. I think like a lung infection or something like that can cause their eyes to be messed up.
eyes, nose, throat. It's all
Something like
connected.
that, yeah. So I don't know. But
That's fucking
they
dope.
think it might have been something underlying to it, but
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
thing was messed up. When we first got him, it like wouldn't move.
I do not have a soft spot for cats.
I hate cats.
Oh, I love them, bro.
Not a cat.
I would have
I'll
done
fucking
like
die
Sam's
for a
dad with that cat.
bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I like. Never mind.
Are you into
I'm
dogs?
not willing to make that hot.
Are you about to say that
You
you
like
like,
cat-
cats
you like
more than
cats
dogs?
You know what? Fuck it, dude. I like cats more than dogs. I'm not afraid to say it.
Really?
We are now taking applications for new members of On Tap.
Dude, it is just something about them, bro. You
Oh, cat
I
is
can
man's best friend?
I can put a cat right on my lap, chill with him, fucking give him a little treat or something. I guess you can do that with a dog.
I mean, you can let them just like sit around for a couple days too.
Honestly, I
kinda
think
cool.
dogs are fucking annoying. They fucking smell bad. I could keep going, but I don't want a bunch of haters.
think
You show
that's
me
owner's
you
issues.
show me a cat that would die for you.
Yeah.
Oof,
They're
that's
out there.
tough, bro.
They're out
no,
there.
I love
They're
dogs.
out there.
Are they?
I do.
They're out there.
I like dogs a lot, but if it comes down to it, if I have to get a cat or a dog, I'm getting a cat.
I think cat's less of a commitment.
Oh, that's another thing. You can leave for
Yeah.
a fucking week,
Yeah.
bro. You just fill up their water bowl.
or
their
if you're
food
like my
bowl,
neighbors, you can just fucking let them live outside.
Yeah.
and then the neighbors will feed them, dude.
No, fuck that cat. I want to shoot that cat.
Oh,
I'll be
fuck,
honest.
dude.
I
I'll come
hate
pick it up.
cats.
You want another barn?
Cats kill so many fucking birds. It's not even funny.
Really?
And mice though.
Billions.
Yes, sir, dude.
Fuck, dude.
You never seen a mouse?
I'll take
in
a
my
couple
house,
Here's the
bro.
thing though. I mean, I say this like as a kid growing up, cats were kind of the enemy because like growing up at a game farm,
Yeah.
like
They're
there was
fucking-
cats everywhere
They're
all the time.
so good at hunting.
And like they would like get into the pheasant pens and they would like fuck shit up.
They fucking kill for fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
They don't kill
dude,
'cause
they
they're
will
hungry.
Fuck birds up. We've had them. We had one of our cats kill all of our chickens just like that.
Yeah.
And these are full-grown chickens.
Did you kill a cat?
Fuck no, dude. That's my boy.
Oh, really? You stood by him after he killed your whole like livestock?
Oh, dude, my mom would like if her cat is gonna have to go, she's going with it.
Really?
Yeah, she's more of a diehard than I am.
Really?
Oh, dude, like my mom when she walks inside, she greets the cats before anybody.
Oh, so it's an inherited mental illness. All right.
I think it is, bro. I think it was.
You
And I
got
didn't-
that worms thing. The
Okay,
cat's got going.
I'll be.
Trichinosis?
Oh,
I'll know-
toxoplasmosis.
I'll explain to you. This is it. Just hit me why I like cats.
Osmosis Jones.
Because we had lots of pets throughout my childhood, but we got one cat and that was the first animal that ever made it obvious that it liked me more than everybody else. And I think that's what makes me like cats because I really don't care about other people's cats. It's my cat.
Your first love?
And I think it's because the cat likes me the most. You know, we just have that bond. Except that cat, actually, when I leave, or like when I first went to college, I left for a week. That fucker went and shit right in my bed.
Oh.
He
Just
was
like
pissed.
You Amber
He was
Hearded you, dude.
pissed.
You Amber
Dude,
Hearded you.
literally, bro. I'm about to go shop at TJ Maxx after that.
So you know how the dog came from wolves? What the fuck did cats come from?
Like lions.
Oh, dude, they started
like
themselves.
Felines,
We did not-
mountain lions.
We did not get house cats from lions, bro.
Well, I mean, here we go again. Bone structures, basically the same thing.
How-
It had to be like an ocelot or a lynx or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're close.
It ain't awesome little.
Or are they own their? Are they their own thing?
Dude, you're talking to the wrong guys.
Yeah, dude. I don't know
Hey,
shit. I don't know
I'm a
shit
cat.
about
I'm the
cats.
cat guy. I'll tell you anything you need to know.
Okay, what's the deal here? Where did they come from?
So the first cats actually originated in Egypt,
You're so fucking full of
and
shit.
that's why they worshipped them so much. And then everybody else got so jealous of Egypt because they had all these cool cats, and so they just started shipping them all around the country and breeding them with each other
Bro.
until they got to western side of the world. And now we got our little homies here.
So,
Here-
little
It's pretty
G's.
simple to be
Here's
honest.
Google. Domesticated cats all come from wild cats called Felis sylvestris
Stallone.
libica that originated in the Fertile Crescent in the Near East Neolithic period and in ancient Egypt in the Classical period.
Fucking suck it, all of you.
So it's two places.
So cats originated in Egypt.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Felis.
What's up, everybody?
Sounds like a
praise me
fucking
for
Harry
that.
Potter.
You guys ever
stuff.
seen those Maine Coon cats that grow that
Yeah.
are huge?
Those are sick. They're like 30 pounds, aren't they?
Why don't you
Dude.
get a fucking dog at that point?
Well, I mean, they're
Because cats are
basically
better.
they're
Yeah.
basically the same size as a friggin' dog. I've worked with a guy who had a massive one that is the exact same size as my dog. I have a small lab, obviously, but like they were no shit the exact same size. This cat was massive. He looked like a friggin' mountain lion, and he was talking about how this cat would like he'll let it outside, and this thing can like catch and kill squirrels and shit.
Dude, do you think that thing would, like, if it could actually turn on you and fucking kill you one night? Like, I mean, like a dog. Like, I guess if you got a big enough dog, that thing could turn on you and kill you.
No,
Like,
I think people really
Probably.
underestimate what dogs are capable
Oh,
of.
they
because
can.
if they wanted to just rip your fucking face off,
Yeah.
most of them could.
Dude, I love pit bulls, but I've seen some gnarly shit.
Me too, dude.
Not from any of mine, but lockjaw and with pit bulls is fucking wild.
Listen, it's owners.
It, yeah.
It's owners.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, it's just like humans. There's bad humans with good parents. There's got to be
Yeah.
bad dogs with good owners. You know, it's got to happen.
I don't think so. I think it's always the owner's fault, and for people to take it on the dog's bullshit.
I am a big proponent of if people saying how stupid their dog is. This might be controversial, but all these people like, my dog's stupid, my dog's stupid. I think that's kind of an owner's fault,
Absolutely.
not the dog's fault. But then there is some dogs that have some issues that they honestly can't really help.
Like my dog is pretty dopey, but she
Yeah.
does some very smart shit sometimes. Like I taught her to go get her scoop for fucking getting her food, right? Well, one day I was playing video games too long with you guys when I lived in Duluth, and it was like 7. She gets fed at like 5, and all of a sudden I like feel something staring at me with her tail wiggling, and I look to my right, and she's got the fucking scoop in her mouth, and she's just looking at me like, "Hey, bro, you
Are you gonna
forgot."
feed
I'm like, "Oh shit." Give her the scoop, feed her. It's like she fucking connected that.
It's pretty. They're fucking smart.
They know some shit.
How do you guys feel about cloning animals? Have you heard anything about that?
have.
Like Dolly the sheep.
Yeah.
No, but like this is like a real thing now where you can clone
Your
your
dog.
dogs, your cats. It's expensive, but you can do it.
I don't think it'd ever be worth it because you're just trying to replace something. I think you're better off just enjoying the time you had with that animal and trying to move on and keep that memory instead of trying to replace it
Yeah.
with the exact clone. That's kind of selfish or like degrading to the dog.
Yeah, I
itself.
think it's selfish and kind of disgusting.
Does now when you like clone them, does like their characteristics transfer over?
See, that's
like,
the
or is
question.
it like does the brain like basically is the brain different or no?
Oh, the brain will be completely different.
it's
All
its
it is,
own dog.
It's the same genetics. It's like identical twins.
Yeah,
it's the
yes,
same
he's right
genetics,
there.
but the brain, the way that it's raised, could be completely different.
Yeah. Like, so for instance, there's characteristics in my dog and your dog that are very similar. Mm-hmm. Dakota and Pixel. They're both Springer Lab. What's yours?
Lab short hair.
Lab short. Mine's Lab Springer. Okay, they do a lot of the same shit. So you're gonna have that, but yeah, depending on how you raise it, it's gonna be a totally different dog. So I don't get the point of it.
No, I don't.
It's like you're just kind of being gross.
Sad.
Yeah, I think you're just really holding on to it at that point.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about stuffing your dog?
That's
fucked too.
That's some weird shit, dude. If you do that, you're a freak.
We're calling him out. I
Cody's
don't know
giving
anybody
me a weird
with it.
smile, and he's not saying shit. I think
You
he's
wanna
down
stuff
for
your
it.
dog?
No, I would never personally do it, but it reminded me of that billboard that was like, where do you draw the line of like what you eat?
Very
and I
clear
think
line.
that exact same line of like the animals that you eat versus don't is the exact line for taxidermy also. Like what is acceptable for taxidermy?
That's a good point.
It's kind of the same line. Like if you eat it, don't mount it.
How about this?
Or I'm sorry, if you eat it, you can mount it. If you don't eat it, don't mount it. Because there's
but
like
who the
a
fuck
respect
are you
thing.
to say that? Like respectfully.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to fucking mount their dog, and they want to have that fucking memory.
Good luck
forever,
finding a taxidermy.
Here's the thing. There's a strip club in Duluth, Minnesota that we were at for a bachelor party. They have a full nativity scene. Maybe not a nativity scene, but like a full little like not play set, but there's like a little box that has a
shadow
shit ton
box.
of
A shadow
box of mice
Yeah.
that are all taxidermy mice.
That.
And I don't remember what the
I'll
scene is, but it's
was it the-
crazy. It
wasn't
looks
the
like
last
they're
one.
like
It's
they're all at a
fight.
bar.
It's a bar fight. Yeah, they're playing poker, flipping the table.
Yeah.
There's
a
a
bunch of stuffed
bartender.
mice.
Yeah, dude. Okay,
sick.
shout them out. The Saratoga in Duluth.
Club Saratoga.
Club Saratoga in Duluth. You go to the back wall, and there's a shadow box of stuffed mice in a bar fight playing. It is fucking awesome.
It is pretty cool.
And that is, I think, kind of a Wisconsin thing too. You go around Wisconsin to some dive bars, you can see some fucking wild taxidermy.
Is mice the gray area? Because like you don't eat mice, but you mount them. It's kind of acceptable.
I think
we do
that's
all kinds of
perfectly
shit to mice.
acceptable.
Yeah,
They're guinea pigs, man.
yeah.
Isn't that weird though? How like no one really gives a fuck.
Would you stuff a
There's
horse?
so many of them.
I wouldn't stuff a horse.
Stuff
I think
a
just
horse.
because of the price wise, I don't think that'd be worth it.
Okay, but
That'd be
price out,
kinda cool.
price completely out of the equation. You're just a rich guy. You just want to ball out. You're like you have a nice ranch that you just purchased in Montana, and
If I was trying to ball out and I had like this prize horse that won me a shit ton of awards, like for shows or something, and this thing didn't really mean anything other to me than I won a lot of awards with this thing, I would stuff it, but it would be from
so
a
you
different.
would stuff it.
Yeah.
You're a sick.
Here's the
fuck.
thing. I think
It all
I think-
depends on the situation.
I think things that you wouldn't stuff normally, if they have historical value, you do. Because there's that little bulldog terrier thing that in World War I like saved hundreds of men because it was like a medical dog.
I think that's more of a statue situation in my mind, where like
But he's
a
stuffed.
bronze statue of him would
He's
be more
stuffed.
acceptable.
He's
Well,
stuffed.
they those don't stand the test of time. They get taken down all the time. So you can't tear down a stuffing.
Yeah, I
True
suppose
enough.
That's desecrating the corpse right there.
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah.
the fact that it's like their real skin though.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird.
it is weird.
It's kind of sus.
But all you know,
But we do it this like then again. Where do you draw the line?
aliens. You can't stuff
Where do
aliens.
you draw the line?
So how do you guys feel about open caskets,
Not a fan.
dude?
I get so creeped out, bro.
Fuck.
it depends.
So creeped out.
For me, it depends on the cause of death.
Yeah, because you
Because
don't
like
recognize
here's the
them.
deal: we went to an open casket funeral for someone who committed suicide, shot themselves in the head, and that person that we saw looked absolutely nothing like the person.
Terrible.
It was like
Yeah.
way different to the point where it's like this should have been a closed casket deal.
Yeah.
Because this looks like plastic surgery. This
Yeah.
is weird.
Same
This is
with
really weird.
car accidents.
Yep.
Yeah. On a lighter note,
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, we hit some deep ones.
You're Mr. Open fucking casket over here, bud.
Yeah,
On a-
well, I'm just not a fan.
No,
What do you?
I get creeped out.
How do you guys want to be done up?
Cremated, definitely.
I think cremation is the only way to go, realistically, nowadays.
You're gonna be a lot of. You're gonna be a lot of.
There's
Dust.
one of our buddies used to always joke. He said, even if I was cremated, I'd need 2 fucking pallbearers.
I'm gonna try to figure out what the ratio is. I'm gonna get fucked up over
Dude,
here.
fuck that. They just take a scoop out of a bucket of ash
No,
and tell
it's.
you
I mean,
you.
it's not 100%, but it's mostly you.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so
Cremation's
weird
wild.
to think about.
But I just don't think there's any point in burying the whole body. I think, I don't know, that's just like kind of a waste of space.
The only thing is, I just saw this thing not that long ago where they have like some casket that has like seeds for these trees in it.
Yeah.
And it degrades into the ground, and then the trees grow out, and that is your gravesite, is like this tree that comes up. I like the idea of that.
Have you ever seen that Johnny Depp movie, like Corn or something?
No.
He kills people, buries them in his backyard, and grows this like award-winning sweet corn with these dead bodies.
Because it's like super good
Yeah, it's
fertilizer.
like, yeah.
Interesting. No, I haven't, but that sounds good.
That fucked
odd
me up
that
as a
Tyler
kid.
grew up on a farm, and he seems
Yeah.
pretty familiar with this.
Bodies once cremated can weigh 3 to 10 pounds. I feel like you're pushing probably 10. It says organs and fat all melt, like they're gone. They're not part of the dust. It's mostly bone.
This
Yeah.
disintegrates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty big boned, so that's gonna be a big problem for me.
I got little
Yeah.
bones. I'm a little bone kind of guy. Give you
My
that
whole
little
life,
bone.
you know, I've just been big boned. You know, that's how she rolls.
So you're so Rick Ross.
Go around and find out. You know.
Heard that. Heard that.
If you were trapped on a mountain, do you think you could eat your pet?
I don't know, but it'd probably be 10 days before I'd have sex with Tyler.
What do you think you could eat your dog?
It would take a while.
Fuck, dude, this is so
But-
hard to think
Well,
about.
At a certain point
We're
where
getting
it's like,
wild,
where it's
man.
literally like, I'm going to die. I mean, here's the thing, though. They're going to die long before you're going to die.
Not true. They're smaller.
You could give yourself up to the dog.
Here's the deal.
That's what a true man would do.
I argued with Abby over this, and I honestly think that my dog would not eat me, even after I died. I think she would starve.
Dude, that's the fucked up thing about cats. You
So-
die, cats will fucking
That's
eat
what
your
I mean.
eyes and everything.
It's a good litmus
I
test.
want my
I
cat to eat
don't
me.
think I would be able. I would rather walk off the mountain and try to find a way out and leave my dog there. I'm not gonna eat her. I couldn't do it.
If
I would never be in this situation, by the way. Not very adventurous. I'm not getting up on any
Dude,
mountains.
you might get
anytime soon.
hatchet one day, you know? You never
Dude.
know what's going to happen.
Plane, yeah.
I've seen that movie, man. I know how this goes.
I've never seen
I
the
know
movie.
it's-
See, I'm
read
more
the
of
book.
a reader. I read it.
I'm more of a Brian's Winter.
More of
kind
a
guy.
forced reader, you know, 8th grade, whatever. We had to read that book.
Dude, I'm pretty sure we were reading that shit before 8th grade. That was like a 5th grade book.
No.
I
Hatchet?
don't remember.
There's
Yeah,
very
bro.
adult themes in there.
That
There's a
was
dead
7.
body.
Dude, I was actually terrified of running into a moose after reading that.
They
book.
will fuck. You should keep
Dude,
that fear.
moose
They
are
will fuck you
fucking
up, bro.
big.
Like I thought that was gonna be something that would fucking happen to me. Like when I was a kid and I'd walk out to my deer stand, dude, I'd be terrified. I'd be terrified of moose. I'd be terrified of wolves, coyotes, bears, dude. I would always expect
I'm a
to
sucker
run
for
into
bears,
something.
dude. I'm terrified of them motherfuckers.
I used to always have a crippling fear of a bear running out of the woods when I'm going to my fucking
Dude,
deer
that's
stand. Like
or
crippling.
somebody.
Yep.
I'm always
absolutely.
afraid someone's gonna be sitting in my stand waiting for me.
Oh,
Like, I'll just- dude,
like that
that's
fucking dude in Wisconsin.
scariest
back
of
when
all
we were young.
games.
just to
humans.
put you in my head a little bit of when I'm walking out, dude. I think I'm being hunted. I'm the motherfucker with a gun,
Mm.
and then I just kill shit. But
Would you ever hunt a human?
if it were legal, I'd consider it.
I mean, hunting for sport or war, like kinda
Sport.
hunting them. No, that's
If they
fucked.
volunteered,
Just do them like they do pheasants.
if they
Set them out in the field.
yeah, that's
no,
fucked.
hear me out.
Okay,
If-
okay. You say yours first. I got something to add to that.
I was just gonna say if they volunteer, yeah, of course, I wouldn't even hesitate.
Okay, now let me change the dynamic a little bit. All of a sudden, you can hunt people. You're put on an island,
Okay.
and they're like, "Hey, whatever's out here is fair game. People, animals, don't matter." All the people that are out here are convicted child rapists,
Oh yeah, I'm shooting them all.
Dude, but are
and you
they
can shoot them whenever you want.
Extinct.
Well, it's basically fight or flight for them. You know, they don't got nothing to lose and they don't want to die. So if they see you, it's just like they're not going to want to die. So maybe they're gonna potentially hunt you back, or hide, or you got to put some effort into it. But would you hunt them then?
Well,
Am I paying for this?
I would never put myself into a situation because then you could die.
yeah,
you know?
no shit, bro. You think this is ever gonna be real?
It's Texas. It's Texas helicopter hunting on these bad boys, dude.
I think it's actually just Texas. I think this happens in Texas. Would
Yeah.
you do it? Yes or no?
No,
Why?
because you have the possibility of dying yourself. in hunting for
It has
sport.
nothing to
I
do
mean, you
with-
technically always
It
have
has
that.
nothing to do with taking another human's life and everything to do with getting hurt.
Losing your own because he took that aspect out of. I don't care about child molesters. No, fuck them.
Agreed.
But
But you wouldn't kill them if given the option to?
because they're humans too.
So you're defending
they would
them?
group up together and they would come after you, and you wouldn't even have a chance.
Well, let's add the
Exactly.
dynamic to this. If they group up with each other, they also get killed automatically because there's cameras all over the place. You know where they're at.
So it's like some Hunger Games type.
So
Yes.
they got, like,
They're all
shot
tracked.
Oh, okay, it's Hunger
They're all
Games.
tracked. You're put on this island. You got to just start eliminating.
You have to.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Do we get to pick whatever weapons we want?
Yeah.
Hunger
I don't
Games,
even know
dude.
why you guys are even considering it. It's obviously yes.
Yeah.
I would be more than happy to hunt them.
I thought this
Tyler
was like
won't
I
because
thought this
he's
was like a
defends-
vacation.
I'll
He
You're a
defends
fucking-
child rapists. He doesn't want to kill
Oh.
child rapists.
You said for sport,
Listen.
like this was a fucking vacation that a
I
white
would-
family would do in the winter.
I would go as far.
I never said
it
those
does
words
sound very
for the
white.
record.
This does sound like a very white thing.
It does. Yeah, and not to be that person. but
I
it
would
does.
go as
Way to
far.
bring in the race card. Bud.
I would go as far as to do a fucking grip and grin with like the record.
Oh, really? Like hold him up over a log?
I got the record rapist here in Texas.
Where you hold it way away from your body to get the angle?
Oh my god.
Dude, I'd want to make one of those ISIS beheading videos or some shit.
Oh my god.
If you're not finding this
That just
funny,
got
then you
dark.
may be a rapist.
Jesus. What do you think of that whole Cecil the Lion debacle?
That's fucking
What is
bullshit.
that?
That dentist that killed that lion.
We called him Cecil. The locals did not.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the guy that got in like a bunch of trouble.
Yeah, he's
from
from Minnesota.
Here's
Yeah.
here's
His
my take on it.
Brother. I met his brother.
Wait,
actually.
can you go over quick what exactly he did? Because I can't.
Okay.
I know like a little bit, but I don't.
A
really.
guy flew over to Africa from Minnesota. A dentist from Africa flew over. Sorry, a dentist from Minnesota flew over to Africa and hunted a preserve, which was legal, totally
The
legal.
safari hunt.
And he shot and killed a lion. The locals didn't fucking care. They were like, "Yeah, lion, woo!"
It pays for the
It was
local
an
store.
old lion. It needed to go, and that's the way it works over there. Everybody over here was like, "That lion's name was Cecil," and created a fucking problem.
Fuck,
That's what
dude.
happened.
So did he get in some real trouble for this?
No.
A lot.
Just internet.
He got canceled.
He was one of. Yeah, I was gonna say he was like one of the
canceled, yeah.
big first of the cancel culture thing, because didn't he get like kicked out of his practice?
Oh, I'm sure.
Because
I mean,
there
some
was
crazy shit
Not
happened.
because like they were
With his
license,
career.
but they just no business basically.
People were like outside of his practice with signs.
I'm sure he got
protesting
death
it.
threats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He got canceled.
All right, I'm sorry. I really need to switch this up because I think we should talk about it. But last weekend, obviously, was 4th of July, and they have the Nathan's hot dog
Yeah,
eating contest, bro.
Yes.
You guys see our
Yes.
boy, Joey
Chestnut.
Chestnut, dude.
Joey
a
Chestnut's a
man.
G.
He took that PETA little bitch by the neck and threw his ass down. I've never been
Fucking
prouder.
ripped up,
and he
dude.
still fucking won.
Dude, it was wild. I mean,
I didn't watch
he's
it.
yoked, dude. I didn't
You
know Joey
missed
was
out,
so
dude. It's
jacked.
probably the
Did
best
he get into
clip.
a fight?
This guy barged in with a fucking sign. To,
Yeah,
like,
free the
get on
hot dogs
TV,
or whatever.
And he just fucking like grabbed him by the neck and just whipped him down. And
Really?
then went right back into fucking
But like
whipping
in a
hot dogs down.
badass way, though,
Badass.
dude. The way
Yeah,
he did it, like without he's eating his hot dog, he sets it down, rips him down by the neck, just goes right back.
It's like he missed probably about they should have gave him an extra hot dog. They should have gave him an extra one on his score.
he's
was
fucking
wild.
man.
Did he
How-
break a record still too?
I don't know if he broke a record.
The guy's
His
insane.
own record. And he's not a dude that you'd be like,
No,
if you saw him
he's
in the
small.
store, you'd be like, that's just a normal guy.
Dude.
You wouldn't think he can shovel down however many fucking hot
That's how
dogs.
all them competition eaters are.
Controversial statement. Competition eating is a sport. Like there is a lot of training involved.
I think it's dangerous, yeah.
It is-
There's
it
a
is
risk to
dangerous.
your health there with the amount of food that goes in their body. You could die.
and the training these people do is unreal for how they just like eat like a shit ton of lettuce and water to stretch their stomachs, but not be taking in all these calories.
Yeah, so they're not full and they're not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy the science behind
He
it.
actually, I can't remember what podcast I heard it on, but it was like an influencers podcast where they actually hung out with him after one of his contests one time, and he just gets blasted after because he has so much food in his stomach that he just gets fucking shit faced. And like, I believe it, bro. I would love to get drunk with Joey Chestnut.
That'd be sick. Well, he's the man.
He is. I
Top of the food chain there.
want to go to his funeral. Joey Chestnut when you die, since we're getting into death and all,
Would you mount a human being?
I'd mount him alive, dude.
Well,
Let's go, Joey.
I think Joey Chestnut should be mounted, dude, and he should be put in a museum.
I think that calls for a statue. Actually, you're right with people.
I mean, I think kids for years should be able to experience the fucking legend Joey Chestnut.
We got it on video now, dude. We don't need any of that
fuck.
shit.
I didn't
He will
even
live
think of
on
that.
forever.
Statues are worthless nowadays.
Yeah, honest.
I think it's like a new, like if you get a statue in your name, it's still pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love it.
Because they're not just handing them out.
What do you think it would cost to get maybe a good wood carver to try to carve a statue of you?
I don't know, but I can get a guy to do a bear.
I know how to do
Eagle.
bears and eagles.
Eagle.
Anything you want carved out of a tree, as long as it's a bear or a fucking eagle, I can do it. I'm your man. Or if you wanted to say welcome, I can do that too.
As long as there's a bear.
Yeah, or an eagle. I mean,
Fuck, dude.
All right. Well, moral of the story for this week: if you can eat it, you mount it.
Aliens are real.
Aliens are
dolphins
real.
like to fucking rape.
Dolphins like to fuck.
And Tyler's a pervert.
Tyler's
and Sam's
a pervert.
a fucking cat guy.
And
Sam's a
squirrels
cat guy.
can fall. Their terminal velocity is not high enough to make them die from falling, but they could fall in a bad way and die. But
right.
their terminal velocity is not high enough to cause death.
All right.
I think that's a good way to go out.
That's a good way to go out. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
I don't know, dude. I think that was weird, but it was still good.
It was different. I liked it.
It's like anal.
All right, guys, today's episode is brought to you by this wonderful drinking accessory that was sent to us by our great friends.
Tell
here
me
at
about
Muff
the
Waiters.
product here, dude. This is incredible.
This thing is unbelievable. It has 2 koozies on the front to keep your drinks cold, a magnetic koozie on the top for your beer on the go, a e-cig holder for your top right there,
What's that thing magnetizing to, though?
your loon, and it goes inside of your beer magnet here.
Yeah, what is that magnet
That's
to?
a bottle opener.
bottle
Tyler.
opener?
You should know better than
Holy
that.
smokes, dude. And this is all on Muff Waiters?
Muffwaiters.com. Use
No
code
shit.
ONTAP, all capital letters, all one word. Get 10% off your next order.
Wow. Gorgeous.